Whoa, whoa.
Did you see in that intro? They
Ah,
caught they caught actual footage of when they dropped us off. Did you
yeah,
see it? He was
right,
walking away from the door.
right, exactly. So yeah, like with everything that's going on right now, I mean, we're still a little foggy, hazy. I can't even remember what we said in the description.
We were thawed like fucking 2 hours ago. You guys got to give
Right.
us the brain clarity is coming back, but like we're back with a vengeance because they dropped us off. What we heard as we were coming to from the fucking cryogenic freezer is
We
that
just spent months on a ship in a
in the middle
freezer.
of fucking nowhere, and what we were told is that there's a different ship that the humans are calling a comet headed this way, so Jobu and fucking Ezat just they were like, all right, we gotta fucking skedaddle.
They
The
were
Anunnaki
scared.
were coming back. I kept hearing them say Anunnaki. I don't know what the fuck that's about. We're gonna get
Right.
into that later.
I mean, I think we've talked about them once before on one of our tangents. I mean, like I said, it's we've been locked up months in the hydro chronicle freezer thing they call in their ship. But yeah, they unfroze us, dropped their skin suits, and fled. So we are free. We are back. We are officially on Agenda 9 now. I think when we left off, we were only on Agenda 3
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that,
I think
man.
it was
And then
two or
they
three.
yeah, they ran a couple shows without us. But I mean, I don't know how y'all were fooled by those aliens so long, trying to pretend that they were Joe Bob and myself.
Yeah, y'all fell for them aliens. That was why you could clearly see that their skin suits were
This is
malfunctioning and
why
everything.
us as human race is doomed.
Yeah, that and AI.
Y'all fell for those green folks tricks.
Because those green pricks, those green bastards.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop EC, whoop whoop TZ. What's up, guys? I hope everybody's settling in from a Hollow Wicked weekend that we just had before us.
Right.
Unfortunately, well, some would say fortunate, some would say unfortunate. We didn't make it this year. You know, as Elixir brought up, I think it was a week or two ago. He does, that every other year, and I'm with it. I think that's a good idea. I think that's how we're gonna roll too from here on out.
Right. It
Because trick or
works,
treating
man.
was fun yesterday.
Yeah, it was, man. I had a good time. I got to trick or treat and got to trick or treat, multiple times this year. So yeah, it was good.
We
Definitely
I
a good
made some
time.
hot I made some hot apple cider for everybody, and we walked around with thermoses and shit. It was pretty dope.
Damn, bro. I didn't think about that.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
good, dude. I put a little whiskey in mine and walked around with that shit. Oh, that was double warm, and it was
man,
good.
I was honestly like, I went to the neighborhood that I normally go to, and it's like the neighborhood that I was going to when I was in high school. Right
Mm,
around the
hell
corner
yeah.
from where I lived at, and they always did adult trick or treating and shit, and hand out liquor and shit. Even the last year I was there, they did not this year, and I was sad. So when I got home, I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do my own." And got a little of those shots, man, and took a few of those shots myself. And I gotta say, dude, I kind of regret it.
we got
did
I
peanut butter. I did peanut butter
ugh.
whiskey, man. And yeah, it was awful, man. My stomach's tore up this morning.
Yeah,
But
I'm not a big fan of that peanut butter whiskey shit. I'll stick with my regular 119 proof whiskey that I've been sipping on.
yeah, I didn't really have much of a choice, man. It was just kind of what was available, and it was still those little just airplane shots, whatever you want to call them, man. Like what they would hand out for adult trick or treating and shit.
We got there was one house by us that gave us Jello shots, so we each got
Oh
a
yeah,
Jello shot as we were walking around. I'm not a big fan of them, but it was in the spirit.
but everyone that's joining us, you want to run through a few of the news real quick
Yeah,
before
we might as well,
we
right? We're already in chat.
Yeah, we got our Halloween news drop. You know, that obviously the Hallowicked news, the big one. I don't know if we want to pull it up. Axe obviously performing at Hallowicked this year, and then their antics while they were there. Their good old Halloween fun.
Good old Halloween fun, some would say.
Yeah,
I got
So, for y'all who don't know, Twisted had made a Halloween post, and I don't know, I hate even talking about it, to be honest with you, but it's kind of relevant, man.
Let me try to find that one too.
And it's kind of like with them just holding their own decapitated heads. You know what I mean? It's just a social media post, and it's them holding their own heads. So I found it kind of funny that, you know, Axe would, you know, do this whole thing that they did at Hallowicked. So here's the original post. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween from everybody at M&E. We run a little bullshit show here called Fright Fest. If you guys want to check it out. But then there was this
hard.
Then there was this.
Found a dead fish.
Found this dead fish in the fridge at the Masonic Temple.
Man,
hell yeah!
Been there for a while. That's probably been there since last Hallowicked.
That's been a minute. You can see it's coagulated.
Yeah, you can see the fucking dead in its eyes, bro. Like the emptiness in there is fucking. There ain't nothing there.
Then they proceeded to. I don't have the video. I don't know who had the video. Then they proceeded to walk out with those heads and boot them bitches into the crowd. Statement made. Well done. Well done. Well done, X. That was great. And that was their first Hallowicked too. And what a fucking introduction. I wasn't there, but I did see videos of it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely a way to make a statement of parting ways.
I mean, and that's not the first one neither, you know, like there's been two or three since then.
Parting ways, but yeah, definitely. I don't want to say of choosing sides or nothing like that, because that's you know, fucking neither here nor there. Stupid shit. That's stupid shit.
I'm just glad the statement was that loud. Hopefully we see him at the gathering this year. Hopefully we get him maybe for Juggalo Ohio 4.
Right. No, they're definitely a fucking staple in the underground scene. So they definitely deserve to be on stage for these major events. I will say that, you know what I mean? Definitely deserve to be there.
Yeah, there's another person that deserved to be on the Hallowicked bill too. Yeah, that we didn't get to see this year.
Exactly. Yeah. Darby wasn't there.
Yes. Shout out Darby.
Yeah, but he did have a drop.
That and he's getting ready to do that mini tour with Acetone and Mutiny.
Exactly. Yeah. Still fucking got some Darby shit this Halloween.
That was a pretty gas drop at the shit they had at the Hallowicked.
Exactly.
The Hallowicked drop. Here it is.
Exactly. You got the Halloween colored willow, and then the Halloween colored here, he's about to pull it up, yeah. Dude, that purple willow and purple sunflower is hard as fuck.
I do like the purple. I really do like the purple.
Yeah.
That looks dope. I'm a big fan of this, though. I really like the pumpkin. The pumpkin's pretty tough. I like how they're bringing back crew necks, too. I'm a big fan of the crew necks coming back.
Right.
Just the regular ass sweaters. Just a regular sweater, boy, not a hoodie.
Yep.
Just a sweater.
Exactly, man. I can wear that shit at work, man.
Yeah, you know, that's the type of shirt that your mom says you look handsome in. You know what I mean? Well, Deli, what's up? We're getting ready to do some truth bombs in here.
He's like, yeah, I got the overalls on.
And you know when you see the overalls, some knowledge is about to be dropped.
I had to pair it with the butt sex hat.
As you should. What is that material? Corduroy?
Corduroy.
Corduroy. I always have a problem
Corduroy.
fucking saying it.
Corduroy bear. Corduroy bear.
Corduroy.
Yeah.
Let
So
me get
yeah,
a motherfucking corduroy.
I know there's some shit that we're missing too. I feel bad because I didn't write any of it down, man.
Brand new Clockwork E album. Rent a Friend.
Fuck
Shit
yeah.
is absolute gas. If
Rent a
y'all
Friend.
haven't listened into that, if y'all haven't been listening to that, you're lacking. You're lacking. It's such a unique project.
Yep.
It's such a unique project, and it hits hard.
And yeah, so yeah, exactly. They went live. Clockwork went live, dropped the video, fucking the whole album. Dope as fuck, man. My favorite song is Together. Fucking dope ass sample, definitely. Johnny Bravo's gotten a lot of good feedback from it. A lot of people are saying that's their favorite track off of it. You know, fucking, you really creep me out. You really freak me out. Fucking dope. Yeah, dude. I know we were talking backstage actually, man, and it's just, yeah, it's one of those albums that's just like, god damn. You know,
Because it's so it's different, dude. Yes, and Angus Homeboys is my favorite track off of that fucking album. There's something that when Bill starts talking about, I got Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. My mom got me that last year for Christmas. I was sitting there like, yo, I love Midnight Club 3. That was my shit growing up, and I did get it for Christmas back in the day. And I've spent so much time on that game getting to fucking Detroit, man. Shout out. That whole song, I was like, damn, all right.
Well, there's this.
Yes.
We got this rune. It was teased
on the Juggalo Ohio 4. I called that shit out immediately, dog.
Yeah, Juggalo Ohio 4 fucking flyer.
It's Pyramid of Skulls time, bro.
Which the Facebook group has already changed over from Juggalo Ohio 3 to Juggalo Ohio 4.
Was it March 27th and 28th?
Yep, March 27th and 28th, 2026, King of Clubs, Columbus, Ohio, Forever Wicked. And then, yeah, look out the tombstones. You got the C-17, and then you got the new room over there. And, yeah, it is very pyramid shape, isn't it?
I believe, yeah. It's got to be, right? It's got to be a Pyramid of Skulls. It's the last.
Right. Well, yeah, the ones that we've already known about. Yeah.
Right. EC said I already booked the Super 17. I went and booked my 2 days as well. I did as well. Actually, I'm thinking I might get a B&B for that one. Turd was talking about getting a B&B for that one.
Right. Well, let's talk about Hello Wicked last night and the fact that people got kicked out of the Belmont.
Yes. From what I heard.
Fucking wild, man.
But let's be honest. Let's all be honest. You knew that was gonna come. You knew after last year.
Crazy.
After last year, you knew how they should have known. Like, really, once everybody started booking on Halloween, they should have known right then and there what it was coming again. In my humble opinion, because we Baymont, we jugged the fuck out that Baymont last year.
Right. For real, though, man. They were, like I said, dude, I remember the fucking smoke alarm going off 3 times. First 2 times, I didn't even get out of my fucking bed, right? Third time, I'm like, all right, what the fuck are we doing out here? You know what I mean? What are we actually doing out here? And I peep out there, and all I see is a fucking tarp strung from hallway to stairway. And I'm like, are we making a homeless camp out here? Are we gathering out here? Like, is this the gathering? Like, what the fuck? We just make our camp out in the hallway right now, man. Like we don't have a and that's what it is. What it is, man. You don't got a room. You're staying at the fucking Baymont. Stay in the fucking find somebody's room to crash in. Whatever. Stay
Angus
out in
is
the
right.
hallway.
Angus is
Stay out
right.
in the hallway.
You
Just
know, they
don't
do get
fucking make your
insurance money. They do get insurance money for it. So you know what? They probably do ball the fuck out on the
Oh,
insurance.
dude, that's their fucking they make more money off of us than they do anybody else.
Right. Why it's a problem? It's kind of whack when you know what's gonna happen every year. So
No,
like,
they
make
want
your
it.
fucking money and
Right.
just shut
They
the fuck
want it
up.
to be a problem though. They want us to fuck shit up because they ain't gonna replace it, dog. You know that. They're gonna slap a coat of paint on it and fucking call it done.
Right. That's why we rent there. That's why we all stay there.
Even if we fall through the wall, they're gonna fucking poster board it up, dude. They're gonna put a piece of poster board,
Piece of cardboard on that bitch, and fucking silly putty it.
Yeah, they ain't gonna re-drywall that.
Shout out to Baymont. Actually, shout out to Baymont and Eat a Dick at the same time.
Come on, Juggalos, give us money and tear up our shit.
And then we'll have you kicked out, and then we'll call the police.
Exactly.
That's what I heard. And you know what's crazy is
it's gonna happen anywhere too, man. We're gonna tear your shit up.
You know what's crazy? We've been going to the same hotel for 3 years in a row for Thuggalo, Ohio, and haven't had. It's been going this bad for that. We've been going that hard at Thuggalo, Ohio. So like, it's crazy that Baymont has a problem, but the fucking Days Inn doesn't. Days Inn just was like, all right.
It's because it's Halloween, bro. It's the fucking time of the year.
For sure.
You feel it in the air, man. We've talked about this so many times. Being in Detroit on Halloween is a whole different feeling.
Yeah, it is.
That energy in the air, just all around you, is fucking intense, and I love it. But yeah, that's not. I don't know.
Whew.
At least burn down the hotel. But yeah, I mean, that's just. I get it though, man. Yeah, exactly. Detroit is used to the city burning on Halloween, man. It's in the air.
Right. Just let us jug.
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad.
Let us jug, but I still want a room to crash in at the end of the night. That's all I'm saying. That's literally all I'm fucking saying. I still want a fucking room to crash in at the end of the night.
I want to do my drugs.
I want to be sleeping in my car.
Well, do my drugs, get high as shit, and then go to bed. That's all I want to do.
It's simple, right? I might have my backup plan. I might have fucking a cot and sleeping bags and shit. You know what I mean? I might have a backup, but it don't mean I want to use that backup.
I'm ready for oh shit.
All right, we got
damn.
Talk. We gotta get some. I got a 20-minute video.
Dive into your we'll dive into your shit first.
All right. Hopefully we covered enough jug shit. If not, we'll get to it at the end of the video.
Oh wait, you know what we can do first, and then go into that.
Yeah.
We can do this.
Yeah. I'm Sam, and
yeah, we gotta play it.
Basically, I'm here because
you're right.
I want to be your friend. How's that sound?
This shit just makes you wanna.
Great. I'm in a really good mood, and I hope you're feeling good too.
Drink a martini.
This is really neat. I mean, I've been
wear a
looking-
sweater.
I don't know about a mark. I don't know about makes me want to wear a sweater and do the little shoulder bob.
It's all love here, dude. I get lonely too, so just turn me up and I'll talk with you.
You can count on me. Be your friend.
And here we are, and
your best friend now. What's your favorite soup? You can hold my hand while I'm taking poops. We can both go half on a prostitute. You ain't got no friendship. I'm right
Friendship.
here, dog. Just bump this tape. Play these songs. If you need a friend, I can talk to y'all.
You should know. I understand that this might be a little different for you. Talking to you like this. It's odd, I guess. And you should know that it's strange for me too. This is
Hey. Oh.
we're exploring together. The key is we're experiencing this thing together.
That cigarette, bro, looks huge.
And in fact, I think spontaneity is a real big part of friendship. So let's just wing it and have a ball. What do you say? Hot diggity dog.
Hot diggity dog. What an album.
Hell yeah.
Angus is in the chat asking the real questions.
Yep. How can I rent a friend though?
No, he said how. Now, would it be still considered prostitution to rent a friend?
Oh, yeah.
It depends on what you're doing with that friend and if you record it or not. Because if you record it, then it's pornography.
Here, well, I'm gonna ask. Well,
AI would know.
yeah.
For sure. For sure.
All right. What is actually considered prostitution? Sexual activity.
That's it. Bottom line. So what that constitutes is what you find sexual. Right?
Yeah.
Because, like, what if I just
Yeah,
want
it
feet
has
pics?
to be sexual.
Are feet pics sexual?
Yes.
You can make it.
Right.
So can food pics, right?
Ugh.
Am I a prostitute?
Ugh.
I'm selling food.
Oh my God.
I just thought about it.
Somebody's taking your food home and
It could be sexual. It could be sexual.
now you're,
I'm with it. Send me pics, dog.
now you're on a list.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
What's that episode of South Park with Randy and the fucking look, dude? My strap just fell down. And we're oh God.
Damn, look, see, you're getting excited over here.
Just fuck on.
Holding hands while you poop is a real friendship test.
Yeah, for real though. Going half on a prostitute.
I don't know if I want to smell your shit. I mean,
I know, right?
I don't know. That's why I don't even poop in the hotel room. I poop down in the lobby, like a real friend.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Like, oh, I'll be back. Fucking go all the way down the lobby.
Just
From
poop.
that one bougie ass hotel we went to, bro. I'm going down there and fucking yeah.
Blowing that motherfucker up.
So yeah, once again, just reiterating the fact that Joe Bob and myself, we have been held captive on a spaceship for the last few months by the entities Jobu and Ezat, two aliens that had used our images as flesh suits, hijacked our fucking podcast that we hijacked from Earl, from Elixir and fucking Onstead. And so yeah, it's been this whirlwind, you would say, but they caught wind apparently of a fucking what our government is calling an asteroid, I guess you would call it. But yeah, anyways, 3I Atlas, they caught wind of that and they got scared. Them damn aliens. Squill is right. Them damn aliens got scared though, and they fucking fled. So luckily we ain't got to deal with those green ass bastards no more. And
they dropped us off.
Yeah, me and Joe Bob, we're back at it. We're back at Agenda 9. We're gonna dissect it. We're getting back at it. I think I'm gonna take the floor first, right?
But you're gonna come over and cover your stuff on. Make sure everybody, before we go further, make sure you put your tinfoil hats on nice and tight. Keep them on there good. Also, we are a couple of idiot rednecks on the internet right now, just going over pure conspiracy theories. That's all we are. Right? Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
YouTube.
So something that I've been actually it's gonna be a really long video because it's been building up for quite some time because obviously you've been trapped up, and I had set my computer to kind of save some videos every time a keyword popped up, right? So like it's been building up. So I have a 20-minute video. We might be pausing here and there and shit, but I kind of feel bad for this one because I don't really have a presentation myself, right? So I don't have many of my own words or anything like that, put forth. So we're just gonna run the video because they say a lot of shit, but I've researched it, so I kind of fucking know a little bit too, right? Not as well as I know my shotgun back here, and over here. Where's the fuck? Where'd my finger go?
Well, Earl, that's a rifle, but we'll continue.
Fuck. We got off to a good start then. God damn. Not like your bone saw up there.
Empire in human history is the one we were forced to forget. Maps from the 16th.
Yeah, so we're going. Oh shit.
7.
So yeah, we're going like that. We're going history and how it is his story, right? You've heard that before, right? History is his story, how it's been rewritten.
History is only written by the victors of things. Also,
exactly,
keep in mind. Yeah.
Exactly, right? So we're gonna keep with that narrative with this theory, this conspiracy theory.
1700s and even the 1800s show a massive nation stretching across Eurasia called Tartaria. Yet today, history books say it never existed. Architectural blueprints from Paris, St. Petersburg, Chicago, and Tokyo show the same impossible building style created long before modern cranes, concrete, or electricity. Grand domes, star-shaped cities visible only from the sky, copper spires and antenna-like towers designed to pull power from the atmosphere, a worldwide electrical grid without wires. And then, suddenly, it's all gone. In the late 1800s, firestorms swept through dozens of major cities at the same time. San Francisco.
Right?
At the same time. This is completely true.
Yeah, there's like every fucking major city has a fire. You can like Chicago, fire. And
Detroit, fire.
Detroit, fire. LA, fire. You can type in just any major city, London, fire. And then like they all have this major fire, bro. I'm not sure about timelines and shit, but they all have a major fire.
You know what else is a big thing that they pointed out? The big spires on top of buildings. The reason and how they just said they were pulling energy from the atmosphere.
The ether.
Nikola Tesla was a big proportion to this, and he created all of this shit. And well, he didn't create it, as my bad. He did all of the research on all of this shit. Yep, and then big power. It sounds stupid to say, but big power. There's no money to be made off of free things. So
we got
Chicago, Toronto, Boston. A global disaster with no clear cause. Followed immediately by world fairs, where hundreds of advanced buildings were constructed in just months, then mysteriously demolished right after. Almost like they weren't building new wonders, but displaying the last ruins of an old world before wiping it clean. So ask yourself, how does an empire appear on maps for centuries, leave behind architecture we still can't replicate, yet vanish from history overnight?
They didn't build all these massive ancient buildings in Los Angeles. They were already here. They've been here for thousands of years. Go downtown Los Angeles and New York and Utah, Salt Lake City and San Francisco. Those buildings were already there. They just co-opted them. Captain Cook went to Australia and put the Rothschild Windsor flag on the British Union Jack flag on the Aboriginal land. But they were already in their buildings in Sydney and Melbourne. They were already there.
You're saying some of these buildings are thousands of years old?
Tartarian. They were from Tatar. From
Even
Tatar.
California was Tartarian?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the whole world.
I hear that like it's a new thing in truth seeking is the lost kingdom or kingdoms of Tartaria.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's not that much information on them, but there's a lot of old maps. And I thought it was mostly in Russia.
1800.
No?
It comes from Russia, and just near Moscow to the east, you'll see modern day Tatar. It's the Tatar Empire, which is not legally in Russia, but physically in Russia. When the Bolsheviks from Wall Street destroyed Russia and killed 100 million Christians and set up the godless atheist Bolshevik Russian system, what they did was they destroyed the Tartarian
Empire.
Yes, they destroyed the last vestiges, and even in Germany, Dresden and all of that, that was Tatar.
They did. Swill is right too. Like, I mean, they rewrote the whole timeline. It's not even just history either. Like, they fucking changed our whole timeline.
I kind of agree with what EC says too. Like, I think it was the previous cycle of us. Also, a good thing to keep in mind is like we still kind of do this shit today. There's places in China that they built like these massive buildings and massive fucking housing projects that are completely abandoned, maybe not necessarily tore down, but keep in mind every 4 years that we do the World Cup bullshit, it goes to a place and they completely build up these beautiful structures just for the Olympics.
Yeah,
I think it's a show out of what humans are capable of, but it's stupid. It's
still not even nowhere near what the World Affairs were, in which we
back
will.
in the day.
I do have World Affairs shit in this video too.
All right, they had to destroy
real quick.
America, Russia, and Germany. Why? Because they were just too.
I think Swills is right there too. Like we jumped the dimensions, so like
oh yeah,
it fucked up there.
Kern fucked us.
Not
sure.
Yeah, but I also think it might have been something before then as well that got rid of all of these and got rid of all of this.
My phone's on 7.
Could also be underneath.
After we were.
Yeah. Kern, I mean, multidimensional fucking is definitely a possibility.
I think, the ether. I think that's where all this shit is.
Yeah.
Ether, dog.
Too advanced in Tartarian free energy, magnetism. Now we've got an electrical grid. Before, all of those turrets and tors and all those beautiful ornamented.
So I hate that they put these images in it, because a lot of these images are kind of misleading, because a lot of these images come from patents and shit that the U.S. government also owns. So it's kind of misleading in a way of like, yeah, it might have been Tartarian technology that we stole, but the pictures themselves are not like, fucking from that time frame that is being talked about and shit. So I will say some of these pictures are kind of misleading and shit, but the point of the pictures being in the slideshow, because there's one picture at the end, especially, it says, like, you can even see it right on there. It's a famous picture of a U.S. government patent of like a flying machine. But supposedly that patent is stolen from, the fucking Tartarian, a Tartarian design or some shit like that.
Highly ornamented Edwardian and Georgian so-called buildings were harvesting magnetic energy. Right, so what they did was to enslave people, you've got to make them pay for their energy, for their food and everything. Before it was free, we had free energy, free food, everything was free. So what they did was they struck a deal with each other. Let's do this, right? So the Colonna family, they went westward, and the Genovese and the Venetians, they went eastward. They controlled Turkey all the way to China. They sent people like Marco Polo out and to do discovery and in all of those places. But what they did was controlled their ports. It was very important for them not to control the lands and everything, like Rothschild said, I don't care who makes...
Here's one of them right here is like a like, you know what I mean? It's a flying machine.
Makes the laws.
And right here, you can clearly say it says U.S. Army on it. But this is a weird ass fucking flying machine right here. You know what I mean? Like, and that's clearly something like, where the fuck is this patent at, and where the fuck did they get it, and like, where the fuck?
Does it have like a time period for this?
Not on this timestamp. This is like, I think they were just trying to like, this is like a podcast clip, and they were just putting fucking images with it. Somebody randomly put some images with it, and like I said, I don't really like how they put some of these images with this. Like, they could have probably chose some better images, honestly, but some of these images are cool as fuck. Like this, like if we were just talking about other patents and random flying machines and shit like that, like this would be a perfect fucking image to pull up, because where the fuck is this at, right? You know what I mean?
I want to control the purse strings.
But he's right? Like if what we're saying, like Tartaria is pulling fucking the free energy out of the ether and is like a prosperous fucking empire and shit, like we can't have that, right? We gotta control these motherfuckers.
We need to make money
for that. Yeah,
money.
The theory that it goes back.
Yeah, here you go. These like this has two good points in it. One is about the Great Wall of China, right, being the Great Wall of Tartaria instead. And then a point at the end too.
Back to Tartaria, that the Great Wall of China, it's actually facing the wrong way. So like the holes that they would shoot arrows out of is facing towards China. It's suspected that another nation, it could have possibly been Tartaria.
That's super strange. Speaking of that ancient, like the wall being built by something else, you know, someone else possibly, you want to talk about the Chicago World Fair?
Yeah.
It was a hidden secret civilization, they say, because there's pictures that were published in the Chicago newspaper.
It looked like ancient Rome, basically.
And they built it, apparently, and they tore it down after the World's Fair.
And it's like, that doesn't sound...
Why would you do
right?
that? It's absolutely beautiful.
It reminds me of that whole conspiracy theory that we just skipped all those years.
Here you go, Swill.
And they just rewrote the year of history that it was. And so we actually are living in right now
1500s
we're
or
now
something,
yeah
right? Yeah.
Now it'd be difficult because they have just the digital footprint that we have.
Yeah.
But it's like, it would be so easy just to convince people, yeah, this just didn't happen. Oh, that was totally made up. But you guys heard about that happen over there? No, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like it'd be so easy just to...
They've been hiding the true answer to this.
But that's a good point too, right? Like back then, convince people wouldn't be fucking shit.
Right.
Like, especially when you're the one in charge.
When you're the one that controls the news.
Exactly, right? Like, it's whatever you fucking say. Like you said, if you're the one that fucking is the victor, then, yeah.
This question from us. Why are
skewing history is getting harder to do for sure, because first of all, a lot of people are saying, no, we're not going to fucking do this. And we're going to expose it. And then we're a lot of truth seeking. You know what I mean? A lot of people are
not only that, but like it's so hard to try to lie about anything nowadays because you can be fact checked about anything. And everybody has a phone in their pocket now, so they can always look up anything at any given fucking time.
Yeah, look how they did Bob Lazar, and now it's like everything he said was true, right? Like he's very credible now. He used to be a fucking crackpot, and now he's fucking credible. Like, you know what I mean?
these doors and windows halfway in the ground? In the early 19th century, strange events were reported worldwide. Cities were uncovered from layers of mud, revealing buildings buried up to their rooftops. A global disaster seemed to have buried entire civilizations, erasing them from history. But here's where it gets unsettling.
Literally, even in my town, like you see this shit where it's like you have the fucking storm windows and shit, right? That are like fucking
Tartarian Empire. Tartaria was an advanced empire shown on old maps spread across Europe and Asia. They built amazing structures, had advanced technology, and could harness energy from the atmosphere. Some believe the mud flood was meant to erase Tartaria and hide their knowledge. But it gets even darker. Look at the World's Fairs of the late 1800s. These grand buildings were said to be built in just a few years and then demolished after the fairs. Was this done to erase evidence of a lost, advanced civilization? The Chicago World Fair in 1893, the Paris Exposition in 1900, and the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904. The sudden disappearance of these structures makes one wonder if they were remnants of the Tartarian Empire, hidden as temporary exhibits and destroyed to hide their origins.
Now,
I'm across another.
Where was I going with this?
He is right though. I mean, with that one,
it's going to be the downfall of us.
right? Some of these clips and shit too. We gotta make sure. We gotta remember, like some of these clips are fucking fake too. They got it.
Hey, I don't know what we can trust or not because Swill says I saw Stephen Hawking dropping on half pipe. I also seen I seen Bob Ross and Kane in Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers in a ladder match too. So
that sounds real as fuck though.
We don't know. It could have happened.
Real people. Yeah, exactly.
It could have happened.
Stephen Hawking's real and he has wheels. So why can't he drop in on a half pipe?
Yep.
So here's some World Fair shit. This one's in Barcelona.
Other World's Fair, Barcelona, Spain, 1888. And once again, it's a total mind bender. Massive Greco-Roman and Gothic-style buildings, castles, bridges, waterways, arches, even statues of solid gold. And of course, we're told it was all built in just 2 years, and then demolished. Apparently half of it was temporary, made from wood and plaster. The other half, red brick, stone, marble, materials strong enough to last 1,000 years. Take the Castle of the Three Dragons.
The red brick is important, though. The red brick is very important.
A red brick fortress built for the fair. They say it was just a cafe, right? A cafe with airship docking station infrastructure. Crenellations, not for defense, maybe for docking dirigibles. Sharp-nosed airships locking into those perfect little slits. Makes you think. Then there's El Gran Hotel Internacional, supposedly temporary. Made from wood and plaster, 4 stories tall, over 630 suites, built to house 2,500 people. They say it was built in just 53 days, start to finish.
There ain't no goddamn way you built that in 53 days, out of temporary material, and actually housed people in it.
Does this look like something?
Even if even this ain't the right fucking picture to go with it, right? Like if you just think about what they just said and the fucking statistics of the building a building of that size out of temporary material to actually put people inside of it, that's a fucking disaster waiting to happen, man.
Made out of scrap wood and glue, or does it look strong, intentional, impossible?
That's like building a movie set, right? That's literally what they do when they build movie sets.
Yes.
And then so you're going to do that at that scale, right? So that's like what they would do. Squill said the same thing. It's like building a stage set. So imagine them doing, and I guess honestly, some of the shit does hold up. Rivendell set for fucking Lord of the Rings, right? They had to tear most of that shit down because it wasn't gonna last, right? They knew it wasn't gonna last where they built it at, but it's they saved some of it, right? And then the Hobbit sets, they have to maintain that shit. The dude that fucking owns that property, they gotta maintain that, keep up on it, all that shit, right? I don't really remember where I was going with that, but yeah, you wouldn't build something this size out of that fucking material. Because even
not if you're just gonna tear it down.
Yeah, because even the Rivendell set, it was fucking massive, dog, and it's beautifully designed. It would be like that, and it's.
See, when it comes to the conversations of these Tartarians and Inner Earth and shit, is I always wonder what is the goal of the bad guys in this situation? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is to come? What are they gaining? The rich people are gaining from holding this stuff off from us.
I mean, ruling. I mean, if we're talking the families that they were mentioning already, I mean, just we're still fucking talking about them from 1800 to fucking 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. True. But wouldn't you want? I don't know. Continue with this.
Yeah, vampires, bro.
Why build something this massive just to tear it all down? Unless it was never built for the fair, but found and rewritten into a new narrative. Follow Anomaly Africa, because these fairs weren't about the future. They were hiding the past.
This is a panorama of the electric tower from the 1901
See, this looks like real footage, right?
World's Fair in Buffalo. Just look at that roaring waterfall, with water being pumped right in from the Niagaras. I'll show you footage of the rest of this World's Fair in another video. But just look at this tower alone. Does this look like it was built in 2 years' time? And then they demolished it 6 months later? I don't know what temporary material you're using, but in the harsh Buffalo winters alone, there's no way you'd build that temporarily and it would survive any inclement weather in Buffalo. And why would anyone waste their time with so much detail just for it to be torn down in 6 months?
Like you said, like,
what a waste.
I wonder if they get
this
like
video alone.
I wonder if they get like government subsidies or something for
How are you making a
hosting the
roaring
fair,
waterfall
probably.
like that for a temporary structure?
And by the way, they still do world fairs.
I was just gonna ask. That was my next question. Is there still world fairs going on?
They still do. The last one was in Dubai, by the way, and look how crazy Dubai looks.
It's just one of the massive waterfalls at this World's Fair.
Yeah,
And before I go, here's a few more photos of this electric tower lit up at night.
Fire.
And yeah.
They were using TNT and cannons to put out the fire. And they said that it was because they disrupted the water lines. That's what they said. So they needed to use TNT. And you sit there and think, who on earth would use TNT to put out a fire?
Arian made a joke earlier that George Bush would.
You know, it doesn't make any sense. Unless you wanted to get rid of a lot of the things. And when you look at a lot of the pictures of the aftermath of San Francisco and that whole situation that occurred, you see that buildings have all holes blown in them. Almost kind of like all the events we always see across the realm after an event happens. Certain things are burnt and gone, certain things are not. And all of those buildings, when you look at them, or the architecture, they all look exactly identical. So then you sit there and think, okay, so somebody was building the same up in Canada. They were building the same in San Francisco. This is like where it gets crazy. You see the same domes that are in San Francisco or the same domes that you see in Chicago.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, right? I mean, where the fuck is this architecture? Why are they doing that shit too?
Chicago. So then you sit there and think, okay, so somebody traveled all the way across.
I don't really like this guy, by the way. Like, this guy is kind of fucking annoys the fuck out of me, and he does say some shit that's wrong. In this next video, I'll point it out.
Moved all the granite, assembled all of this. And San Francisco was a big one because San Francisco looked like something out of, a movie for how beautiful it actually was.
And then you get to this Ferris wheel.
So this is the same guy.
Which is just absolutely insane. This is like an apartment complex per Ferris wheel.
So you hear what he's saying right there.
Little piece to sit in.
It's like an apartment complex per Ferris wheel. And it does look pretty big, right? I mean, that's like a pretty big.
Yeah, it looks like a train car.
Yeah.
20 to
100 people. That's a big fucking gap, dog. That's like 20 to 100 people.
Right on.
Come on, bro.
100 people maybe in each going around. Which then think of how much.
But this is the point that I like that he makes, right?
Energy it would require to move this. If this is 50,000 tons of steel, and you have all those people, where's all the energy coming from?
That would take a lot of fucking energy to move, right? And especially back then in fucking 1901.
Something to kind of ask. And then here's the line to board the Ferris wheel. So you can spin in a circle, and you can get yourself a ticket.
This man has something against Ferris wheels, bro. You hear how he's talking? So you can spin in a circle? But then, like, here you go. Here's what he's saying right here. Like, as far as like all these people right here, like they don't look like a lot of people per fucking cart, right? That's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know. That looks like anywhere from 20 to 100 people.
Yeah, exactly. I count like 10 heads right there, bro. I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 per cart. Yeah, but there's definitely 100.
And look at
Must be the Tartarian math.
Yeah.
All those people, you can see all their heads in there. And here's a cannon, they say, which is interesting. Is it really used as a cannon, or was it used as something else? You have the German buildings, and then you have some interesting ships for that time that don't kind of add into that. Movable sidewalk once again.
Now that's odd.
And then this looks very detailed. You know,
we have fucking Segway sidewalks and shit, right? Movable sidewalks and all that. That's kind of fucking odd. I don't know.
You look at this. This looks like a very detailed.
I want to get my hands on this book though, right? This is like an actual book that's supposed to be sold, like for the World Fair. Yeah, like this is like the official World Fair, like Guinness's book type bullshit. Not actual Guinness's, but you know what I mean.
City. All the buildings are already there, so they weren't really temporary.
Yeah, I forgot to cut the last part out of that, and it started singing it. Well, I'm kind of glad it left it in.
This is the Motherland Call statue in Russia. Allegedly, it was built between 1963 and 1967 to memorialize or remember the fallen Russian soldiers in the Battle of Stalingrad in World War II. Now, I don't think we actually built this, or they built it in 1963. I think this statue is a remnant of the Tartarian civilization that they don't teach about in the history books. So look at this statue. This right here is an Attack on Titan size statue. Look at this lady. And this is constructed out of concrete. According to the fake information on Wikipedia, the way they built this was they created a metal cast from scratch, the same shape and size of the statue, and they poured concrete into the cast to make this perfect statue back in 1963. And they're saying that this statue is 290 feet tall.
And that is recent.
Look at the
this
size.
This man acts like 1963 was millions of years ago.
I know, right? I know, right?
People born in 1963.
No shit. Yeah. And the Statue of Liberty is taller. We did look it up.
America, baby.
But the base is this base is smaller, so I don't know if we're talking statue. It's like are we talking staff or are we talking shaft? We're talking balls to shaft, or
yeah, shaft to balls.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Like
Russia is pushing down right now to try to get that extra inch.
They're just talking earth. Yeah, exactly. Like they shaved first.
Yeah, okay. Everybody knows that gives you an extra quarter inch.
Exactly. It just looks bigger because they shaved, right? Like,
yeah. Look at this lady.
How is this done?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why this is the first time I've heard about this.
And you know what's interesting about this? You would think if this should be one of the pride and joys of Russia. You would think in 1963 we had cameras, we had pictures, we had video cameras. The statue's already built, but they got this picture of a scaffolding. But it's all.
Yeah, see, this is a good point, right? 1960. This fucking shit don't look like it. Looks older than that, bro.
Already built.
Another construction photo.
Look at this film. If you
right. It looked weird to me, though. That's why I was like, okay, yeah, 1963 is not that long ago. Of course, we probably could have fucking done that statue, right?
Right.
But those photos that was shown was weird to me. Now this right here, this fucking cathedral, whatever the fuck this is unnatural.
Is this Notre Dame or whatever it is?
No, this is fuck. Damn it. I looked it up.
It's like the famous church.
Cathedral in Khartoum. It's the Collagen Cathedral. Probably butchering the fucking pronunciation.
Hell yeah. Cologne.
St. Peter.
Gorgeous. I've seen pictures, of this place a lot.
Dude, that shit's unnatural, dog.
I don't know. They've been building this. It's like medieval times, though, right?
That's kind of like how the Sistine Chapel is and some shit.
Look at that. With a chisel, though, man.
Believe in Tartaria. Look at this. Look how huge this building is over here. I'm now at one of the biggest cathedrals on earth. Look how this looks like.
Yeah, with a chisel, dog. A hand and a chisel, man. They were fucking carving that shit. That's crazy to me.
Tartarian building. This is St. James Cathedral in Toronto, Ontario. And when we talk about Tartarian buildings, we often talk about the mud flood. Now have a look at this. You're going to see windows that clearly go into the ground. I mean, just think for a second. Look at how incredibly perfect and beautiful the design and architecture is of this building, how sophisticated it is, how geometrically precise it is. And then think to yourself, why would they have windows going into the ground? This is why when you always go see these old buildings, there's steps leading up. This used to be an old window and they converted it into a door after the mud flood. You see, half this building is underground. Look at the top of this building. This is an antenna that harnessed energy from the atmosphere, from the ether. Yeah. Higher up you go, the more atmospheric energy there is, more current you can conduct. This building was a power plant, a sound healing center. This right here is Tartarian and fallen angel technology. This building is primarily made of limestone.
But that top of that building, though, man.
Highly conductive material. Tartarian Empire had free wireless electricity. You'll always see those resonators at the top of all of their buildings. You just need to open your eyes. These buildings are everywhere in your hometown. You will always see windows like this because there was a mud flood, a great reset. And they wiped out our true history. But our true history still stands.
Yeah, I see that shit in like I said, in Marysville too, man.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Our historical uptown Marysville is a lot of that shit, bro.
Stands tall and beautiful to this day. Peace and love.
Again,
peace and love.
So big, I can't even get a good shot on it. But again, who are these people? Who are these people? In 1912, Woolworth? Do you believe it? At one time, the biggest building in the world, the fastest constructed. Where are my construction people? Didn't you get the details? 1912. Come on, make it make sense. 5 and 10 store to imported marble from Greece. Come on. Who are these people? Is that Biggie? What are these? Gargoyles? Looks like Statue of Liberty face. Come on. Come on, people. Come on. And look at these two. The attention to details to the nose. Who are they and what are they trying to tell us? Sound off in the comments. The Woolworth building. Does it make sense? Make it make sense.
What has been coined as the New World is actually far older than you have been told. The United States of Mudflood. This was the true old world, dug up and repurposed. Modern renovation work reveal This founded Freemasonry, going much deeper than thought, looking much older than should be, and iconic construction projects from coast to coast, looking more like excavation work than laying of new tracks. And of course, one of my favorites of all, Kansas City, Missouri, looking like the excavation and unburying of Rome, complete with those destroyed and buried red brick structures from coast to coast and all points in between, from the stories of the silly undergrounds, forgotten and buried in nearly every city, to the rock walls in Rockwall County, Texas. With all these ruins in America being unearthed daily, that's not even including all the giant remains collected and hidden at the Smithsonian. America is rich with buried history just waiting to be found, even in my hometown of Rockford, Illinois. Detroit, even before
here you go. Here's some Detroit shit for you.
Before the auto industry came into town. They tell us it's a political problem, fall of the auto industry, all of that caused what we see here today. What they literally did was pave over paradise and put up a parking lot. In this instance, they rubbed it in our face and kept part of paradise in that parking lot. Detroit highlights this in a big way, but it is far from Detroit where you'll see this. In the ruins of grand architecture we can't replicate today. They just plaster over it with ugly, plain brick or leave it abandoned. See, that is why I call these elitist parasites, because they drain all of our cities of all of their beauty, all of their grand past accomplishments.
Regardless, man, that's true right there.
Valid, yes.
And leave them shells of their former selves and point the fingers at us. Or makes you think that some political party is at fault. And if we just vote another party, they'll solve it. That's why I don't speak on any one organized religion or any political system on this page, because they are all part of that parasitic system. We are not alone, though. We are in this together, one way or the other. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
You've told me before.
It's not just forgotten.
Yeah, this dude again. So this one's interesting. So we're going back to the red brick shit, right?
Undergrounds that are found underneath the roads. Just take a look at this recent roadway uncovery in Russia. Just a paved over metal road. That's right, at a time when metal was a premium, or so we are told. But what was it used for, you might ask? Well, let's take a look at something that the past had in abundance. Red brick buildings. That red brick found in all those mud-flooded buildings, they seemed to use in abundance back then. And now, from the roadway at the beginning of the video to the red brick roadways, did you know red bricks store and conduct electricity? That's right, just ask the NPC's favorite source of knowledge and information. The red pigments in bricks can be converted into plastic that conducts electricity. What an amazing breakthrough that they just recently discovered. Recently discovered or rediscovered?
Rediscovered.
Sheesh. Nothing is new under the sun. Just borrowed, repurposed technology from the old world. Now it's beginning to become clear. All those red brick roads and those red brick buildings to go along nicely with all that antiquitech. The truth has been hidden in plain sight all along. So that's the best place to hide our true history. Remember, history is nothing more than a set of lies agreed upon. And it's a set of lies they agreed upon. Question everything, friends.
Greatest empire.
Yeah, that fucking red brick shit's crazy right there, man. Because like I said, like we have a lot of that shit here, including like that brick road shit. Like they're like when they tore up the roads and shit, and it has that brick underneath, and then some of our crosswalks still have that brick. And then I remember like some of that shit has writing on it and shit like that, and like companies written on it and all that shit. And like to see the electric company, it's like makes me wonder and all that fucking crazy shit like that. But yeah, if they just didn't remember, like if we just didn't remember why we used bricks for the roads, you know what I mean? It was just, oh yeah, that's what we do.
And that's plausible,
right? That's what we do. We just brick roads, right? But we just didn't remember why we bricked roads. We bricked roads for a reason. We did it because they fucking stored electricity and we used it for our fucking actual shits. Yeah.
See, I'm like torn on this because part of me believes in a lot of the ether, free electricity, wireless electricity shit.
Yeah.
But then also a part of me is like, well, why would we build all of this shit? And then, you saying we forgot, maybe that's we forgot how to do the shit.
They wanted us to forget because like they said, like how like they can't charge us for it if it's free.
Right. They can't make money off
it. Pull it out of the air. If we can just build a fucking antenna, put it on my house, and have red bricks in my house, if I can just go out, build my house out of red bricks, put an antenna on top of my house, and all of a sudden my TV will work and I don't need the fucking government, then yeah, fuck y'all. And then that's what they don't want.
That's a good one. This is very true.
Right.
Well,
I don't think it's lost technology. I think it's suppressed technology.
Suppressed or forgotten.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, you ready to jump into mine? I'm gonna get through mine in like 30 minutes.
Exactly right. I figured because it's still new, it's still fresh, man. I know there was some shit that was being said that happened a long time ago.
Well, just to get everybody, caught up onto speed right now about what's going on. I don't know if you guys pay attention to like space news or anything, but often I find myself falling asleep to like planets and shit like that. I love putting that stuff on and just crashing out to it. Well, back in July was when it was first discovered, but actually we can go back a little bit further than that. We'll start. We'll start right here. All right, so during our lifetime, us as adults, it's supposed to be something. This shit is supposed to be considered really, really rare that we've, never seen anything come from interstellar space. And interstellar space is outside of our solar system, outside of our known solar system. It comes in from outside of there. Now, in our lifetime, we have had 3 of these so-called ultra rare objects coming from interstellar space. The first one, as you see here, was Oumuamua back in 2017. I don't know if you remember that one.
Is that what's being showed? This like Mr. Hanky looking thing?
They both of them kind of look like this. So Oumuamua was like it was like 3 or it was a bunch of city blocks long. All right, or it might have been the size of Manhattan or some shit like that. But it was just a single comet. But it moved at a weird
elongated shape. Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like Mr. Hanky to me.
And it moved at a weird shape throughout our galaxy, which we were kind of like caught off guard because we've never seen anything move like this, and it slowed down and blah 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 blah. We've had one other one. I don't remember this one.
What's that?
Borisov. 2I Borisov discovered I think so. Discovered in 2019. But the one that's going on right now, discovered in July 2025, is the third confirmed interstellar object, and it was discovered by the Atlas, which is the
Oh, okay. So I see how we're living. Okay, so first interstellar, second interstellar, third interstellar.
Yep.
And then the
And
names.
Yep, and then they're named after the telescope that found it.
So, real quick, Atlas, right? It's the three eye Atlas. So
Yep.
third interstellar object Atlas.
It was discovered by the Atlas set of telescopes that we run. And Atlas is an acronym too. It's like a planetary defense system. It kind of scans. It's just like the James Webb telescope. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yes.
So it's like the James Webb telescope, but it's a grid of them. It's like 5 or 6 of them on Earth at different places on Earth. So it's constantly scanning the night sky, and anything that moves, it kind of zooms in on and checks.
Okay.
But what?
The only reason I wouldn't say that is because fucking somebody made the connection with ChatGPT's new browser being called Atlas as well.
Well, see, there's a lot of different weird,
right. It's a stretch, man.
There's a lot of different weird stretches that are happening right now with this thing. Like,
it's like, did they do that intentionally because of this object and because of I mean, honestly, it's a good marketing because how many people are fucking
astronomers
at Atlas?
Right. Valid. Let's give a little peek at this.
I've just spotted something really strange moving through our solar system, and it seems to be coming our way. This mysterious object is believed to have come from outside our solar system, making it possibly only the third known interstellar visitor ever discovered. It's currently being called 3I/Atlas, and it was first seen in data collected between June 25th and June 29th by a system called ATLAS, the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System.
Okay.
This system uses powerful telescopes in Hawaii and South Africa to scan the night sky automatically for any unusual or potentially dangerous space objects. After the object was noticed, it was confirmed by experts at NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies, and the research team has now confirmed that this new interstellar object isn't a glitch or an error. It's real. What makes 3I/Atlas so fascinating is its strange speed and unknown nature. Scientists still aren't sure what it actually is. It could be a comet, an asteroid, or maybe even something we've never seen before.
Yeah.
An
asteroid with lines on it. No.
Something we've never seen before.
Right.
Now, there is so many pictures and things coming out about this thing. And there's anomalies, it just said that it's being tracked because of the anomalies that it's producing. Well, one of the anomalies is that how fast it's coming in at us and the particular trajectory that it has. The trajectory that it has right now it flies by all of our planets at the perfect time throughout our solar system to where it's not going to hit any one of them, but it flies by them to where they can, if it was NASA and we were going to visit somewhere else, what we would do is we would align our trajectory to come in to where we're just like that, so we can view all of these planets as we fly by them, just like we did with Voyager, and just like we
max efficiency.
Yes, because you want to catch the gravitational rotation of everybody that you're fucking flying by so that it slings you out faster to the next one.
And get to investigate or look if you're on an exploration mission,
you would get to see. Right. Yeah. But what's also weird about this is when it's closest to Earth, which was actually just a couple days ago, we are on the exact opposite side of the sun of this thing. So we can't observe it again until I think it's in a couple of weeks when it pops back out on the other side of the sun and we come out.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to stay away from, the civilization or the only known life that has put a signal out there, you would kind of want to be on the other side of the earth so you doesn't give your location away. I don't know. Maybe this is just a conspiracy theory in me, but I got a couple of videos here that are good.
That kind of makes me, the ones I sent you, I'm like, God damn, that kind of like rings.
It makes you think.
Yeah.
Is happening in space right now. And if you don't know why people are freaking out about a possible alien flyby in the next 6 to 7 weeks, let me fill you in. On July 1st, 2025, NASA discovered 3I Atlas, only the third object ever confirmed to have entered our solar system from interstellar space, with a mysterious orbit that is not bound to our sun. Early estimates suggest that it is massive. It could be up to 20 kilometers in size and is traveling at 245,000 kilometers per hour, making it the fastest interstellar object ever detected traveling through our solar system. But what is people really interested in this object is this 12-page paper where they highlighted just how close this object is getting to Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, and the statistical likelihood of that happening is less than 0.005%. And backtracking its trajectory, it seems like it came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, the same direction as the WOW signal, which has still yet to be explained. Its physical properties are still being analyzed by astronomers all over the world. So what do you think it could be? Some really weird stuff is happening in
EC. Valid point. Very good point you just said there, EC. How strange and how fucking coincidental that during our time that the government is shut down, that we get the closest chance that we get to look at it when it was near Mars. Exactly like EC just said. But our government was shut down, so NASA doesn't get funding.
God damn.
Right. And dude, if you wanted,
what the fuck?
Also, now I know we talked about this back in the day, a couple episodes ago. If you wanted to control the population, you would get them to fear that the way to get everybody together and on the same page is you have a common enemy, right? You have one common enemy that unites the world. What would that common enemy be?
Alien invasion.
An alien invasion. That's the only thing that's going to get Earthlings together.
Movies, we've seen it. Media, like we've seen it, right? Like even South Park has done it, and the one episode of the Space Cache, right? Like the whole fucking Pinewood Derby episode. That's the whole point, like right when a planet discovers like the time or warp speed, right? Mm-hmm. They get put to test by the other planets to see if they're even worthy of joining the intergalactic, fucking federation and shit.
We're not.
Yeah, exactly.
We just started back up. See, another awesome coincidence, and too many Swill said too many odd things. You know what? Another odd thing about all of this happening is, each time we get closer and closer to a nuclear Armageddon, aliens get brought up. Aliens always get brought up because, they've stopped us from blowing each other up plenty of times, a couple different times. Now, all of this together is what I'm trying to get at. All of this together is that Project Bluebeam, was talked about. It's a real thing that they actually tried to do, or that they have plans for. And if we needed to do, it's an operation. This is an actual thing. Just don't believe everything you hear and everything that you see. I got one more video, I think. Yeah.
Just 9 ampères from the source of the famous WOW. We are now seeing the clearest images ever recorded of the third interstellar object, 3I Atlas, captured by the European Space Agency, ESA. But something strange is happening inside our own solar system. The path of 3I Atlas passes just 9 ampères from the source of the famous WOW signal detected in 1977. Could this be a coincidence, or something that was planned long before we ever knew it existed? Its behavior is breaking the laws of physics as we understand them. And just as the world is searching for answers, NASA the most powerful space agency on Earth, has suddenly gone silent. What are they hiding, and why now? It started with a moment of silence, one that felt heavier than usual. For months, the world had followed 3I Atlas, the mysterious interstellar object racing through our solar system. Most of what we knew came from NASA. Their telescopes had first confirmed the object's strange speed and hyperbolic path, proof that it came from beyond our solar system. The James Webb Space Telescope analyzed its light spectrum,
It looks like a piece of
detecting
poopy.
traces of water vapor and
shiny
carbon dioxide long before it ever neared the sun. NASA's early reports described it as unlike any comet or asteroid ever observed. Then, all of a sudden, the updates stopped. On October 7th, 2025, while NASA's data channels went dark, the European Space Agency stepped forward. ESA released the clearest photos ever captured of 3I Atlas, taken not by deep space telescopes, but by the ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter and Mars Express, two probes orbiting Mars that had never been meant for this kind of observation. To capture the object, engineers pushed their instruments beyond design limits, adjusting software, extending exposure times, and redirecting their communication systems to detect a target over 100,000 times dimmer than their usual focus. When the first image appeared, it stunned the control room. It showed a faint sphere of light, surrounded by a misty halo that shimmered against the blackness of space.
Exactly.
The object didn't reflect sunlight like a comet. It glowed softly, as if something inside it was alive. ESA released the photo to the public within hours, describing it as an unexpected pattern of light behavior. At that exact same moment, NASA went completely silent. The high-rise camera aboard the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, capable of the sharpest planetary imaging ever made,
Like, shit's crazy, man.
Like, and that's
suddenly stopped
That's why people think it's not like a natural shape, you know?
No.
Like, that's a fucking ship.
transmitting data. No new updates appeared on official NASA channels. No explanation was offered. The shutdown of the US government was the reason given, but the timing raised eyebrows everywhere. To the public, it looked like two worlds colliding. On one side, ESA,
put ketchup on
transparent,
it, eat French fries
open,
off it.
sharing every image and every calibration file. On the other, NASA, silent, dark, and unreachable. One agency handed the mystery to the world. The other shut its doors. Even more curious was what NASA had last shown before going dark. Days earlier, the Perseverance rover had captured a faint streak across the Martian sky, believed to be 3I Atlas during its approach. NASA confirmed the sighting, but never released the high-resolution version. It was said that HiRISE could have captured the object with a clarity unmatched by any other camera in the solar system. But when ESA's photos appeared, NASA's feed froze mid-update. ESA, meanwhile, invited the world in. They published the raw data, and even encouraged citizen scientists to process the images themselves. Yet hidden inside ESA's data was something no one could explain. The path of 3 Atlas wasn't random at all, and its alignment with the planets looked almost deliberate. When astronomers plotted the orbit of 3 Atlas, they expected chaos. An object arriving from another star system should have entered our solar neighborhood at a random angle. Instead, what they found left even the most experienced scientists speechless. The path of 3. We are now seeing the clearest images ever recorded.
There's a crash near Area 51 a couple of days ago. Damn, looks like we got some new topics.
I'm looking at this Booga Spear that Will's talk about. I'm going to have to go deep on that because I didn't see that neither.
Okay. In this crash, you see what the fuck? Even Swill didn't.
Okay. Well, looks like we got some investigative opportunities to look for the next one.
Yeah, for real.
I know what I'm falling asleep to tonight, though. I'm looking up this Booga Spear shit.
Yeah, right. This one isn't really 3I Atlas related in particular, but did you see this video?
I did see this video.
Newly released video tonight. Take a look at this. This is a U.S. Reaper drone shooting a Hellfire missile at this glowing object. But then the object appears to speed away undamaged. Where this happened and what we now know about this, Gio Benitez with the testimony on Capitol Hill tonight.
Fucking wild.
Tonight, new never-before-seen video off the coast of Yemen showing a U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drone tracking a glowing orb as it flies over the water. Now watch closely as a different U.S. drone drops a Hellfire missile on that fast-moving orb. The missile appearing to bounce off the object, doing very little damage. The orb then zipping away unfazed. The video from October 2024 showed
it looked like it gathered all of those pieces back.
Yeah,
it looks like it gathered those pieces back and then fucking takes off.
Anomalous phenomena. That's the official name for UFOs.
Do you solemnly swear?
Several service members giving their own eyewitness accounts and reacting to that new video.
Does this
service members
video scare you guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wiggins?
Yes. Yes.
Dude, without hesitation, yes. Yeah, this video is really fucking scary, bitch. What do you want?
And David, there are big questions tonight. Why was the missile fired? Did that object pose any risk? Or is there...
Did you not just hear them? They were scared.
Right.
That's why the missile was fired. They were scared. It's a glowing object flying.
Going fast as fuck over the water.
Yes, yeah. They said, it's Yemen. It's a glowing object. We're going to die. Fire
See,
at it.
We got a couple of different topics to look up too. The sphere, and then also the underwater UFOs that have been talked about lately, because there has been reports from naval captains of them tracking objects going 500 fucking knots, 500 like knots an hour in the water, which is like 300 miles per hour.
Right. Yeah, I remember this one, like, dude, it looks like an amoeba or some shit.
Yes, it does look like an amoeba. That could be, I don't know if that's real neither, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I did see the anti-gravity aircraft. Yes, they talked about how we are starting to get into that field. Yes. President Donald Trump just also gave the green lit on nuclear testing again. So I have a feeling that we're going to start seeing a lot more of these UFO things happening. Also, you know, we don't know what the government has. So realistically, this could just be our government fucking with us.
Right. As always.
As always.
As always. Oh, man. I hope that Trump steady memes take off. Or I hope that Trump steady memes take off.
Oh, man, you know Juggalos hate Trump.
Was it a jump steady Trump meme? Is that what he mean? Is that what we're talking about right now? I'm just going to ask that because I haven't really been online today. It's Jump's head on Trump. Okay. I might have to get on. I might have to fucking be scrolling now. Is it Memelos? Is where I'm gonna have to go look, Swill? Sent link to you. All right, hell yeah. Thanks. You see the real one. Smoke.
Damn. Fuck it. Do this.
I have not been smoking cigarettes. I'm over a week. But I have been puffing on this motherfucker like a fucking crackhead almost, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna do a wrap it up, Dad.
Wrap it up, Dad. I don't have anything like that to do. I did get a free ounce at fucking House of Dank.
Right? Oh yeah.
Yeah, listen to this shit though.
Crunchy.
Bro, I'm gonna have to like put an orange peel, a dehydration pack, fucking maybe even a piece of bread too. I don't know, bro. I might have to fucking do all kinds of shit with this one. There's all kinds of shit I gotta do with that to fucking fix it. It was free for a reason.
Right. That's exactly right.
Add water. It's like some, just fucking. What I should do is like literally put some moisture in there though by like maybe blowing some smoke in there.
You can put a piece of bread in.
Yeah. Well, the bread, they said bread's like is good, but not as good as like the orange.
If you want to add citrus flavor, yeah, orange is good.
I think the bread was like there was something to do with like the fucking I can't remember what it was, but there was a reason why it wasn't as good of a choice. Put a piece of lettuce in it.
Piece of dark lettuce.
Yeah, I can't wait for that dark lettuce.
I was trying to get a hold of the people who had the fucking dark lettuce shit up here. They just ain't answered my my DM on Instagram yet. I want to get some of that shit.
Right. Oh man, I gotta pee like a motherfucker. We might have to wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap her up.
Oh, so I gotta do it like this.
You gotta take the
fucking green
take them off. Why does bread form back when you ball it up? Because it's not real bread, it's GMOs. They're feeding us.
Yeah.
Not real bread.
Not real.
I tell you what, I had some bread from a bakery today that blew my wig back, and it tasted like, I don't know. It tasted like bread. I don't know how to describe it, but it was fucking delicious.
Real bread.
It was real bread, dude. It was so good.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for hanging with us, Will, and everybody else, man. We appreciate y'all. It was fun. I love these Thuggalo files. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love this shit.
Yeah. I know we've been doing it a lot more during the season 4. No, we ain't been doing interviews as much at all, actually, during season 4.
Fuck.
Been lazy as fuck. Ain't been hitting nobody up.
Well, life's a bitch right now.
Right. I know you've been busy as fuck, dog. You've been fucking just working nonstop and shit.
We didn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm just working for Thuggalo Ohio 4. That's all I'm trying to get. Yeah, right. I was working for Thuggalo Day down in Orlando, but I don't think that's gonna happen since fucking Thuggalo Ohio 4 is more of a gotta make that. We've made all 3 of them so far. We can't miss 4.
Exactly right. Because by the time the 20th Thuggalo Ohio comes around, you can be that motherfucker that's posting the picture of all the check marks and shit.
Yeah, we can be the shit wrist of that situation.
Exactly.
Already working on it.
Hell yeah.
All right, we love you guys. Thank you guys for kicking it tonight. It's been fun. It's been hella fun. Hope everybody had a good Halloween. Hope everybody got home safe.
Make sure get home safely.
Right. Make sure your travelers are safe. Also, check your kids' candy for that poison. I got like 30 of those poison Reese pieces this week. All right. So check your kids' candy and make sure.
Luckily, he's immune to the poison.
Yeah, I'm good. I told him that too. I was like, you guys can't have this and fuck your stomach up. But me, I've been eating it already for so long. So I'll just get rid of all of it for you guys.
Yeah.
All right. We love you guys.
Whoop, whoop. Much love.
Hey, whoop whoop, motherfuckers. Or as I would say in Spanish, whoop whoop, hijo de puta. This is Saganumo sending mucho amor to the Thuggalo show. They fucking rock and you fucking know it. So don't act like you don't know, motherfucker! Motherfucker!
Hey, shout out Thuggalo show in this bitch. Every fucking city Thuggalo show represent. Free Will in the bitch. Darby in the bitch. Shout out Thuggalo show. Love you motherfuckers for real, bro.
Hey, this is Ouija Mac, the ugliest juggalo that ever fucked your bitch. Tune into the Thuggalo podcast or you ain't shit, ho.